see if we can find an RB26 today. The RB26 still intact, but first we need to get some gas. Premium. I really like the pumps here because you can put the money in at the pump. In the United States, they don't have that option. And you can watch a nice commercial while you pump gas. So we're in the back seat of the Evo once again. Still no car, still no motor. We are, however, going to be stopping at the junkyard that had the R32 GTR with the busted up front end. And we're gonna see if we can get that motor. I've had a few different sources say that that car has been there though for over a year now, and that you are actually not allowed to pull parts from that car, that it's somebody's personal car being stored. But we're gonna stop by just to make sure and to see if anything else has popped up in their junkyard. So y'all remember this car? This was the one in question with the RB26 still intact under there. But I have unfortunately been told it is a customer's car and we are not allowed to touch any of the parts on that car, and that they don't have any cars, GTRs with RB26s available in this junkyard.
Did it have a motor?
What?
Did it have a motor?
No GTR motor. I've pretty much exhausted my local resources trying to find an RB26 local on the island of Okinawa, and I've come up with nothing. Yesterday I did have a lead on one. There was a guy that was selling one and he was going to be pulling the motor the second week of January, but apparently he already had a buyer lined up, so there wasn't much I could do with that. So what that means is I'm probably going to have to find one on the internet, and there are about 15 or 20 maybe that I have found in mainland Japan on a Japanese website. It's Yahoo Auctions Japan. There's also an English translation for the page, so I will show you all that whenever we get back to the house. But right now, before we head back to the house, we're going to roll over to EyeCandy Customz, where we are going to pick up a free ticket to Tokyo Auto Salon. Megan and I both entered in a contest to try to win free tickets to Tokyo Auto Salon through EyeCandy Customz. EyeCandy Customz is a paint shop here. They're the ones that did my car, if you've been following the channel for a while. And they are the first business in Okinawa to be invited to Tokyo Auto Salon, and they'll have their own booth there and everything. So they were giving away some free tickets here. And Megan happened to score one of the free tickets in the contest, so we are gonna go pick that up now. EyeCandy Customz. So that was a small look at EyeCandy Customz. Absolutely awesome shop here in Okinawa. They do Plasti-Dip, halo effects, all things like that. They can do your whole car, wheels, anything. So if you're local in Okinawa and you're looking for a temporary paint and want to change that color a little bit, go over there and take a look at their shop. I would have videoed a little bit more inside, but they do have a Corvette they're doing. You've seen in some of my previous videos, and they're doing a whole new paint job on it for Tokyo Auto Salon, so I didn't want to try to give that little paint job away because I think it's supposed to be kind of a surprise for the show. But we did pick up our one free ticket to Tokyo Auto Salon for Saturday. Thank you very much, EyeCandy Customz. It's about 6 o'clock at night now. It's been a few hours since I was last recording. We went out to the mall, did a little bit of shopping, and let Mason play on one of the playgrounds. I did stop and get some candy and some toy cars and some snacks and stuff like that for the care package I've been talking about, but I'm gonna wait to fully talk about those for their own video just because I want to go ahead and get the box and everything and get a set price of what they're gonna cost. So for now, we're gonna jump on the computer and I'm gonna show you guys where I look at RB26s for sale and show you the one that I'm probably gonna end up buying. I was really hoping to find one local, but like I said, wow, well that clip was definitely unusable. Note to all of you, if you ever get an external microphone for your GoPro, number one, keep it pretty stable because it is pretty loose in the USB connection. And tip number two is don't have your Bluetooth on your GoPro connected to your phone with the external mic in, because obviously you guys saw that it was completely ruining the audio of all the clips I shot after that. What I was gonna say was I really wanted to find an RB26 local, but I've exhausted every option on that, and I'm gonna have to use Yahoo Auctions, which isn't bad. They do have a lot of motors on there, but now I'm just gonna have to deal with the shipping cost and the time it takes to get here from mainland. But let's dive in and take a look at a few of these motors. Now what you're seeing on your screen is Yahoo Auctions Japan. This is one of the best places to come to look for really anything in Japan. Anything from jewelry to TVs to car parts. Yahoo Auctions is pretty much like eBay that we use in the United States. So let's get into looking at RB26s. I do plan on doing a full review type video on Yahoo Auctions once I learn a little bit more about it. From what I understand, you have to have a Japanese bank account or you have to pay cash at a convenience store to be able to use this here. But I'm not totally positive, so I'm gonna find out a little bit more how to use this before I make a review video and show you guys how you can use Yahoo Auctions. But for now, I'm just gonna show you the RB26s that I found and the one that I plan on purchasing most likely. First, we're gonna go over here and go to Automobile Motorcycle. Then we're gonna scroll down here and pick Engine, Supercharger, or Cooling System. Then you'll head down and pick your make. So we're gonna do Nissan. Engine and superchargers, you're going to go to engine body. Now this brings up all the Nissan motors they have here on Yahoo Auctions. You guys can see there's an RB25 right here for around $1,500. Lots of motors on here for Nissan cars. But we're not going to spend time on that tonight. We are going to show you what the video is about, and that is the RB26. So you're going to click up there in the search bar, type in RB26, hit enter, and that's going to bring up Godzilla motors. Now we're going to sort it by price. See here, there's a few parts and stuff like that. We're not interested in any of that. Let's click on the cheapest RB26 block they have available just to show you what we're looking at. This one is 59,000 yen, so you're looking at around $500, $460, something like that. So you can imagine for that type of price, you're probably not going to get a whole lot, not in good condition at least. You can see this one is pretty beat up. So obviously we're not interested in that one, so let's scroll down and take a look at a few others. I'm not going to click on all these. You guys can definitely go in and look at all these if you want. I'll even link Yahoo Auctions and this RB26 page in the description just so you can look. There was a couple I was kind of deciding between. This was one of them. This one is the complete swap. It still has all the hot side and cold side stuff on there. The price for this one is 300,000 yen, so that is around 24 to 2,500 US dollars. And you can see from the pictures right here that it's really not in bad shape at all. Still has the turbos on there. Then you scroll down here, and this gives you the information of what the vehicle came from. It's a 92 Nissan Skyline GTR. Mileage unknown, though, so that's a little bit sketchy. I'm not completely dependent on having the miles on there, but it is nice to see. And also compression is the big thing to look for, almost even more than miles, really. So we're going to scroll down here and look at some of the details. Now, with this, though, there are loose translations here, so it's kind of hard to understand completely what they're trying to say, because this is obviously a Japanese website and has been converted over to English. So right here you see RB26 DETT engine, head cover, crank oil, seal, attaching close, oil leaks equipped. So from what I'm getting from that is probably the head gasket might not be good and it's leaking. Oil leak equipped is what makes me think it's leaking. Dirt equipped, that's probably just saying that the motor is not the cleanest motor. White smoke noise is not, so that's a good thing. It doesn't have white smoke noise. And here's the important thing, the engine compression. So for this one, 105, that's not bad. 112, that's not bad. 112 is not bad. 112. 90, not the best, and 1, not the best. But with this, the compression's all over the place. It might not really be that big of a deal. I know there's a percentage that the compression can't be off between each cylinder. I'm not exactly sure on that number. I've read it on the forum before, but cannot recall right now. The compression is being rated in MPa, which is megapascal. I'll show you guys in just a few minutes how that compares to PSI. Oh, yep, here's a little bit more info on this one actually down here. Oil leak from around head cover and crank oil seal. Has stains but no white smoke. No abnormal sound. There's the compression again. Comes with all accessories in the picture. Cylinders number 5 and 6, compression seems low. This is one that I was kind of interested at first, but I think I found another one for just a little bit more money. So let me show you that one. I think this next one is the one I'm going to end up getting unless something pops up in the next couple of days local. So this RB26 here is not the complete swap. It has just the long block, no accessories with it, which is completely fine because everything on my motor, all the accessories, should be able to be reused, no problem. The price for this one is 350,000 yen, which is equivalent to around 2,900 US dollars. Here we can take a look at some of the pictures of the motor. You can see the timing belt cover is a little beat up, but hopefully I can salvage mine and maybe paint it before I get it on there. This motor looks to be in a lot better condition than the other one. It looks a lot cleaner. And the information on this one is it came from obviously a BNR 32, a GTR RB26 DETT, and this one actually has the mileage listed at 67,520 kilometers, which is equivalent to around 41,000 miles. So that makes me really happy to be getting a low mileage RB26 to go into the car. Oh, the body color that it came out of was that ultra rare gunmetal gray though. Whenever you guys hear me say that, I'm obviously just kidding. Gunmetal was the most produced color for the R32 GTR. And there's tons of them here in Okinawa just because that was one of the early colors that they were producing. And on to some of the details. Oil leak is not perfect. Dirt equipped, obviously it's a little bit beat up. It's not the cleanest, but it's cleaner than most of them. White smoke noise is not. Good not to have that white smoke noise. And the engine compression right here. Everything looks pretty solid across the board with good compression. 1.12 MPa is equivalent to 162 PSI. So that right there is a good solid compression for a 25-year-old engine. Reflected in the photography accessories kind is attached will do. It has a few aftermarket parts, cams. I'm not 100% sure on what other different parts that might be in it that are not factory. I'm going to have to try to get a hold of this guy and translate a little bit better. So I'll be looking to spend around $2,900, like I said, on this motor. And for shipping, here's the shipping chart. This motor is around 200 kilograms. So we're going to be looking down here at the chart. These are the prefectures. Here's Okinawa. Oh, can't scan over that. That's Okinawa right there. And for 200, we're looking at around 25,000 yen. So that's around $200. So it's really not that much to ship it, and that's pretty good considering it has to go across some of the ocean to get here. One more thing on the computer. Join my DriveTribe if you haven't. I like seeing all these fans' cars on my page. It's really awesome to see what all y'all drive. Beautiful cars. Thank you all so much who have posted so far. I will leave the link to the DriveTribe in the description below. Thank you all so much for all the awesome support you've given me through this negative time with the GTR being down. I admit it has had me down a little bit the last few days, and it's almost made me not even want to film some days. But I am getting past that, and I know that I'm going to have a motor soon, and that it's hopefully going to be stronger than the last one and more reliable. I will be making a video here in the next few days about the packages I was talking about. I want to wait till I go to the post office and get a box and get a set price for what they're going to cost, and then I'll be making a video all about them and how you can buy them. Also in the last couple weeks, I know we've decided that we're going to do the Japan vlogs on here, the Explore Japan, and I know a lot of y'all really like those, but I haven't done an awesome car video in the last couple weeks. So this weekend, I'm going to be going on a drive with some fellow friends. Obviously, I won't be in the GTR because it's still going to be broke, and I'm not going to take the Evo out either because it really needs new tires and alignment. So I am going to be riding along with different people throughout the day and getting a different perspective from each car, and it should be a really awesome time because we're going to be going up north and driving through the mountains and the twisty roads. So I think it'll be really fun, and I think it'll be an awesome video you guys will get to see. But now, since I had to step outside to finish the video because I noticed the terrible mic quality in editing, I'm gonna go inside because it's kind of cold out here, and by cold I mean it's probably 60 degrees, but after living on a tropical island for the last year and a half, that has me shivering a little bit. And once again, thank you all so much for all the support. It's really awesome to see the channel grow like it has. I have a whole second family on YouTube now through all of you. I will see you all in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.